Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel. Today, I got something cool that I want to show you. And no, it's not just my bolter, though I do love my bolter. Pew pew, die heretics. Anyway, no, today, I want to show you some of the third-party models that I use for my sister battle army and my battle reports. A lot of you have been wondering where I get them from, so I thought I'd finally just go, hey, I get most of them from Raging Heroes. But I thought I'd take a second, sit back and talk about them, because I have quite a few that I use in my collection. I mostly use them for named characters here and there, or for some cooler and more unique poses within my Battle Sister squads. Or you'll see in the latest battle report that I use a different style of angel for representation of June, or Junith, or whatever you want to say. However you want to pronounce that name. Junith is the new character for the Order of Our Martyred Lady. She is the Canoness Superior of the Sisterhood, which is really cool. That means that she's at the top of over, I think, 10,000 sisters. I think the Martyred Lady might actually be 100,000, but I'm not entirely sure since every sect is 1,000, and, well, everyone is 10, then every one of them is 1,000 sisters. Details. But I also want to share some cool news with you. Recently, I got a second box. Now, there's a lot in this box that I wanted, okay? Mostly the Battle Sisters, the Banner, the Seraphim, the Sister Superior, not the Sister Superior, the Canoness, as well as another Mistress of Repentance. Now, the two units I'm whatever about. But I did want to make some cool stuff out of this box. But that also leaves me with a second codex. This is the Special Edition Sister Battle Codex. I plan during a live stream, so stay tuned to my live streams, by the way. These will be my YouTube live streams, not my Twitch playthroughs or anything like that. But this will be given away during a live stream to a fan who resides mostly, I want to try to give it to somebody that resides in America, so the shipping cost is a little bit cheaper. If you're outside the US, I do intend to include you in this giveaway, but you have to pay shipping. That's about it. It's shipping overseas is expensive and I can't afford it right now, so I do apologize about that. But if you do want a chance to win the Sororitas Codex and the data cards that come with it, as well as the Miracle Dice, more than likely, because I don't need those, watch some of my live streams, check them out. I'm going to be live streaming soon. I don't know when, but it will be the prized announcement giveaway thingy for the Adeptus Sororitas Codex. Now, let's get into something cool. Let's take a look at some of these models that I use, and I want to give a big shout out to Raging Heroes for actually giving me some of these models. They gave me two. It was really, 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 really nice of them to give me the models. I thought it was really cool, and so I purchased a few of them on my own. I purchased those Penitent engines. They looked amazing. I forget what they're actually called, but I purchased the thing that I used for Seraphim, the Holy Blades, I think is what they call them. I have a couple of characters that you have seen on the channel before as representations from Raging Heroes. I also want to thank Wargames Exclusive for releasing the Angel that they did. I cannot remember the name of the model itself, but you will see it in this video. I'll post all this information in the links in the description down below. So with all of that said, let's take a look at some of these models. I do have these up on my shelf with all of my cooler stuff, like my airplanes. I also have my Sister of Battle Storm Raven, which I still need to make the video about that not making it into the codex. Above them, well, below them, I have all of my Imperial Knights. Below that, I have all of my codexes, my collection, 20 pounds of dice. All of these codexes. Over on the other shelves, we have pretty much everything else that you see in my collection. I don't know what happened there, but something apparently happened. I think Vic borrowed a book. I'm going to take a wild guess and say Vic borrowed a book and then didn't put it back properly. I'll blame him. Over here you can see the Sons of Garrow. You can see all 6 chapters, all 5 10-man Marine squads, all the characters and everything. But we're not here to look at all of this cool stuff. We're here to look at this cool stuff. So I'm going to try to stay out of the light as much as possible while going through all of this. So, over here you can see the, I think they're called the Holy Blades. Okay, so these are called Sisters of the Orphanage, Holy Blades All-Star. So it is a bunch of sisters with sword and board. And you'll see me field these as Seraphim. I really like the way these models look. I painted these myself, so if they don't look that good, that's why. Especially compared to like this model right here. This model looks amazing, and so does the other one next to it. But from here over, I painted. So over here we have the Magnifier one, the one with the banner and everything. You'll note that I did not paint the banner yet, but I'm still painting these girls, so please forgive me. You can see some of the highlights on their capes and everything. These capes are extremely well done. The model kits look fantastic, and I absolutely love them. I've had absolutely no problem with these except for a few warped swords, which I just took my heat gun to and fixed in like 2 seconds. Going through, you can see all of their different poses, though if you do buy 2 of these boxes, they will double up in poses. I also bought a bunch of jump packs for these girls, so that way I can use them as Seraphim. So we go through, you can see more of the highlights and everything. You can see that this one's sword is still a little bit warped. We have to fix that. I personally love this sister. This one looks fantastic. I tried to do my best in giving them all different types of representation and not just being, you know, the generic white people. So you can see all different types of ethnicities going on. If my camera will focus. No, doesn't want to focus. If I just move you in closer, look at that. There we go. Now you can see that the paint job is actually bad. But these models came out, like the models themselves look amazing. I'm going to try to get out of the light again. They're all in very dynamic poses, and none of which are like over-sexualized like some of the sisters you see online. That's one of the biggest things that I like about Raging Heroes. They take female soldiers and they make them look both feminine and badass at the same time. It's a sentiment that I share with Creature Caster as well. They take their women and make them look very powerful. If you're wondering about the base, it's simple corkboard. Over here we have the model that I use. This is the Huntress. I use her for Rosalina Lockwood, my interrogator, or Inquisitor in this case. You can see her hair is painted. This is another model that I painted, one that I'm very particularly proud of. She's armed with her Inferno Pistol and Force Sword, but in future games she will be run as Kotias, because Kotias is just so good. Next to her you see a Canoness with a Blessed Blade. That's how I run this model. It looks incredible in my opinion. Very powerful looking, very dynamic looking, and at the same time just the level of detail on these models is incredible. I don't think I can say that enough. Like, you can see all the linings on their damn tabards and their capes, which I really like. Now granted, I can't paint them that well, but others can. Over here we see the priest that I use. This is again from Raging Heroes. This model looks incredible. Like, this is the level of detail that I can't get to. The person who painted this, my camera will focus, painted the eyes. I can't do that. Over here we have the angel that I use for June, once my camera decides to focus. If my camera decides to focus. There we go. This is a model from Wargamers exclusive. You can get this one with no top, but when I didn't, and even if I did, I would paint that just to give her some armor because, yeah. Over here are 2 little Gemini. This is again supposed to be a third-party Celestine, which I really, really, really like. I'm going to be using her as St. June. Originally she was Travelstein, and by that I used her as Celestine, but when I was traveling, I took her over my actual Celestine. So the other box sets that I have, you can see this one right here. This is how they come. A little bit of cardboard box. It's a good box. Okay, let me toss that down there. Here's another set that I did buy. I still have to assemble these, but I really, 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 really like these. I intend to get a few more of these because I want to run them all like Penitent engines. I got this model that I'm going to use as a Vindicari Assassin. This is also supposed to be a representation of another character from the channel. If you guys watch Queen's Court, you'll know a lot of these characters. Like in the background is Tarvok. Over here is Inquisitor Rosalina Lockwood. We have her as Thalia Polonia. We have another one of these girls as Inquisitor Stella of the Ordo Malleus. I have an extra one of these, so I really like this. This is this model right here. Though this one is slightly different as it has a gun and a back banner. This one does not. So I'm not going to paint this one up. I might do a giveaway of this one. I don't know yet. Or I might just give it to a friend. And the last thing I got as a Demon Host. I really, really, really like this model. I think it's really cool. So yeah, that is all the stuff that I use for my third-party stuff. There's a few other things that you can see here and there in my Space Marine army. And yeah. So I hope this video actually inspired you to take a look at third-party miniatures and incorporate them into your army as your army expands into the future and as you go from 1,000 points to 2,000 to 10,000, which is what I want for all of my points. See, I have all my aircrafts and my sisters up here. But I really do love the Raging Heroes models. I think they look fantastic for inquisitorial stuff especially. Sisters of Battle, they look great. These models, they look fantastic. They look actually menacing. Like, they look powerful, which is what I really wanted. I'm going to be putting jump packs on all of these and going from there. Probably order another set of these because I really like them. But with that all said, I want to hear your thoughts on third-party stuff. Please comment in the comment section down below. I literally read every single comment that I get. I always read every single one. Like, literally, I spend a good hour a night reading every comment that I can get. I want to hear your thoughts. And while you're down there, be sure to check out all the links in the description down below. There you can follow me on all sorts of social media. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I post a lot of selfies on Instagram. I also post some of the stuff that I am working on. And be sure to check out my Patreon. Patreon goes a long way to helping out the channel. Helps it grow. It actually bought me this set. And it got me enough to actually send out this thing. You can see that I have a bunch of stuff on that table. I do apologize about not having this place like perfectly clean. I am a bit disorganized, but I do want to send this out. I have my jean sale coat pillow. But as always, guys, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye. Hey everyone, do you want a cool shirt? Be sure to check out my Teespring. Link is in the description down below.